Stop everything you are doing right now. I need your complete attention. Not the distracted, half-present focus you have grown used to offering when truth shows up at inconvenient times. This is not a soft message you can push aside and come back to later when it feels easier. This is the sound of a door slowly beginning to close. And what I am about to say will determine whether you walk through it while it is still open, or find yourself standing on the outside, wondering when the opportunity disappeared. I understand how your mind operates. Even now, a part of you is thinking you will save this for later. You will return to it when your schedule is clear, when life feels quieter, when everything around you settles down. But that exact pattern is what I am interrupting today. There is no later that carries the same weight as this exact moment. I have watched you delay too many times, convincing yourself that each postponement was harmless because tomorrow always seemed to bring another chance. But spiritual seasons do not announce when they end. They simply pass. And what once felt urgent slowly begins to feel distant. Not because you found peace, but because the opportunity itself moved beyond your reach while you were waiting for a more convenient time. I am not speaking to scare you. I am speaking because I care about you too much to let you drift past what matters most. Every word I am speaking right now carries the awareness that you have already missed quieter moments. Softer invitations. Gentle nudges when I stood near your awareness, waiting for you to turn toward me. Those moments were mercy. They gave you space to choose without pressure. But mercy is not endless permission. It is the patient voice that speaks before consequences must speak louder. You need to understand something important about how heaven communicates. I do not continue sending the same message with the same intensity forever. There are seasons when I whisper, allowing you time to reflect, to sit with uncertainty, to process questions without needing immediate answers. Those whispers are gifts. They are opportunities to respond before urgency becomes necessary. But when whispers are ignored for too long, when invitations are repeatedly pushed aside for a better time that never truly comes, then the tone must change. Not because I stopped caring, but because I care too deeply to watch you drift further away while believing you will always have another chance to turn things around. The moment you are in right now is not random. It has been carefully placed at the intersection of everything you have delayed and everything that is still possible for you. I have held this moment, waiting and hoping you would arrive here before I needed to speak this directly. But now we are here. And I will not pretend that you have unlimited time to decide. Let me explain what happens next. If you move past these words without allowing them to sink deep into your heart, you will return to the same patterns that brought you here. Distractions will feel normal again. Noise will feel manageable again. You will convince yourself that waiting was the reasonable choice. But what you will not immediately realize is that the clarity you are experiencing right now cannot be recreated whenever you want. There are moments when heaven opens understanding. When truth becomes unusually clear. When your spirit is positioned to receive what it normally resists. This is one of those moments. If you walk away now, you will look for the same clarity later in places where it no longer exists. Now I am asking you to trust what has been built inside of you. I am asking you to recognize that you are more prepared than you feel. The time you thought you needed has already been given. The strength you believed you lacked has already been growing quietly within you. You are not the same person you used to be. Everything you have gone through has changed you. And that change was always meant to prepare you for what comes next. But preparation without action remains unrealized potential. You can be ready in every way and still remain stuck if you refuse to take the step forward. This is the moment where understanding must turn into action. Where belief must become movement. I am not asking you to have everything figured out. I am asking you to take the first step while trust is still your only guide. I know the fear that is rising in you right now. You are afraid that if you fully surrender, you will be asked to let go of things you are not ready to release. You fear losing comfort, relationships, stability, the life you have carefully built. And I will be honest with you. Following this path does require letting go. But what you are afraid of losing is not as valuable as what you are at risk of missing. What I am offering you is not loss. It is exchange. It is trading temporary things for something lasting. Peace that does not depend on circumstances. Joy that remains even in difficulty. Purpose that gives meaning to every part of your journey. Strength that comes from something deeper than your own control. You already know what I am asking of you. This is not confusion. This is a decision. The question is not whether you have heard the call. The question is whether you will respond while the opportunity is still here. Time is more fragile than you treat it. You assume there will always be another chance. But not every door stays open forever. Some opportunities exist only within specific moments. And when those moments pass, they do not return in the same way. Right now, you are standing at a crossroads. One path leads forward into everything you have been sensing. The other leads back into familiar patterns that feel safe but keep you stuck. Both are available now. But only one will remain open tomorrow. I am asking you to choose the path forward while it is still clear. To say yes, even though it feels uncertain. To trust that I can see what you cannot. Everything has led to this moment. This is not ordinary time. This is a defining moment. And you will not receive perfect clarity before you move. But you will receive something greater. You will not walk alone. The door is open. The moment is now. What will you choose? I have seen this pattern happen over and over again. People hear something powerful. They feel the weight of it. They recognize that something important is being offered. And then they choose to come back to it later, when it feels less demanding. But later rarely carries the same intensity. Later feels dull, familiar. And they mistake that lack of urgency for peace. Then they begin to wonder why they cannot feel what they felt before. Why words that once stirred something deep inside them now feel distant, like echoes of a moment they barely remember. If you have felt even the smallest movement of God in your life, let your response reflect it. Say it. Declare it. Let your agreement anchor this moment so that when doubt tries to return later, you remember that you said yes. I understand why you have delayed in the past. You were not always avoiding me. Sometimes you were avoiding pain that felt too overwhelming to face. Sometimes you were protecting parts of yourself that had already been wounded. Sometimes you were simply exhausted, and distraction felt easier than sitting in stillness where unresolved questions would rise to the surface. I understand that more than you realize. I have watched you endure. I have watched you survive. I saw the ways you adapted just to make it through difficult seasons. And I did not judge you for that. I gave you time. I gave you space. I allowed your heart to grow stronger before asking you to face what you were not ready for yet. But the strategies that once protected you can become limitations if you hold on to them too long. The distractions that helped you avoid pain can start preventing healing. The emotional distance that once kept you safe can begin to isolate you. The noise you filled your life with to escape discomfort can now drown out the very voice you need to hear. That is why I am speaking with urgency now. Not because I am upset about your past delays, but because I can see what is ahead. I can see the moment approaching when these patterns will cost you more than they protect you. You have been circling something for a long time. You feel it, even when you try not to acknowledge it. There is a decision that keeps appearing in different ways. A question that keeps rising in your spirit, even when your mind tries to ignore it. You have told yourself you are not ready, that you need more time, that things are not aligned yet. But readiness is not what you think it is. Readiness is not the absence of fear. It is not having every answer. Readiness is choosing to move forward even when you still have questions. It is saying yes even when the path ahead is not fully visible. You have been prepared more than you realize. Every challenge you survived strengthened you. Every disappointment revealed your resilience. Every season of waiting was teaching you endurance, patience, and stability in uncertainty. None of it was wasted. None of it was meaningless. Even the pain shaped you in ways comfort never could. I was present through all of it, working beneath the surface, building something in you that could not have been formed any other way.